Welcome to Investago TV's weekly review, your essential source for global economic updates, keeping you informed on the latest market trends and financial insights every single week. Buckle up. Due to the pandemic-driven shift to remote work, major US cities including New York, Los Angeles and San Francisco are grappling with a crisis of empty office spaces. In New York City, occupancy levels are around a half of what they were before the pandemic, equivalent to 26 empty Empire State Buildings. The trend is impacting mass transit and challenging the conventional physical layout of cities, which have traditionally separated residential, commercial and recreational zones. Experts suggest the solution lies in transitioning to mixed-use neighborhoods, creating an urban environment that competes with the convenience of home life. Office spaces vacancy rates have surged in other cities too, with the situation in San Francisco described as the worst on record. Buildings vacated by tech giants like Salesforce and Meta are among the emptiest. Landlords are being urged to transform office spaces into environments resembling luxury residences and hotels to attract and retain tenants. The world of finance is one often marred by economists' delayed realization of the impact of policies, particularly those of central banks. Previously, prominent economists like Janet Yellen or Paul Krugman either overlooked or denied the looming threat of inflation due to stimulus measures. Today, however, the world wakes up to the reality of financial crisis, a narrative alternative economists have been highlighting for years. A recent survey by the World Economic Forum revealed over 80% of chief economists believe central banks now face a dilemma between managing inflation and maintaining financial stability. They predict that persistent price pressures could lead to a prolonged period of high interest rates, further destabilizing the banking sector and hindering central banks' efforts to control inflation. This comes after years of economists dismissing such warnings as mere conspiracy theories or irrational fear-mongering. With the acceptance of this reality, we now face an impending financial panic and a liquidity crisis, which could potentially usher in an era of further financial centralization and digital currencies, a scenario often termed a Great Reset. Zimbabwe, grappling with currency instability and inflation for over a decade, has recently introduced a gold-backed digital currency as legal tender. This move allows small amounts of the unstable Zimbabwean dollar to be exchanged for the more stable digital gold token. Despite concerns from the IMF about potential risks, Zimbabwe used nearly 140 kilograms of gold reserves for the first sale of its digital tokens. The central bank received application worth $12 million for the new currency, indicating a cautious market interest. This strategy is an intriguing response to economic challenges, mirroring the growth of crypto adoption in many African countries. That's a wrap for today. I'll catch you next week. Don't forget to follow us on our social media channels to stay updated. Wishing you continued success on your journey.